Hi everyone, welcome to A Work in Progress. I'm Joanne and welcome to my weekly Sunday thrift haul video. Today I want to share with you some things that I picked up at the DRM Outlet and then some things that I picked up also at a store called the Scrap Exchange. I've talked about them previously on my channel. They're located in Durham, North Carolina, and the Scrap Exchange itself is this huge building, probably close to the size of a warehouse, where people donate all kinds of things. I mean, used film canisters, CDs, pieces of styrofoam, old glass tubing, I mean, bicycle tires, anything and just about everything that you could think of. They want folks to use these items for projects and such. So they're, very much into recycling and reusing. And they also have a thrift store located right across the parking lot from them as well. But the things I'm going to show you are the things that I got at the actual Scrap Exchange and not their thrift store. But I want to get started with what I picked up at the DRM Outlet. So I would love it if you are new to my channel. Welcome. I always ask you to watch through to the end of the video because I want you to see everything that I got, and then hopefully leave a comment down below because I'd love to know what your favorite find was from this haul. And I will also let you know what my favorite find was from this haul. And then I also have an update on my mirror, but I want to save that for last. So let's go ahead and get started with some fun stuff. Let's get to the haul. So I realized when I was putting things away from one of my last videos, I forgot to show you one thing that I had picked up at the DRM Outlet, and I think it's really funky. Look at this lady here. Isn't she cool? Look at her close up. Look at that face. I just love her. She actually has eyes that really remind me of my mirror's eyes. And this is from Pet Rock. More fun than fame. I'm sorry, Pets Rock. And they certainly do. Let's see. It's a company called Empire Art Direct in Weston, Florida. I have a friend that lives in Weston, Florida. I thought she was really cool, and I did forget to show her to you last video. In perfect condition, so I'm going to be reselling her. Oh, that's another thing. A lot of the things I actually got this haul are for me. Mostly I get things for resale, but I picked up some great things for myself, and I'll let you know what those things are and let you know what it is I'm going to be reselling. Now, this is a piece I got for myself, and I have plans for it to do a thrift flip on this. Isn't it just the coolest looking thing? It's almost like a bench, but it's not because of this. I don't know, I suppose it could hold books or magazines or something, but my plan for it is, of course, to paint it and then to stress it. And I'm just going to use it as a decor piece and then stack some other things on here. I have a corner in my family room that is pretty barren, and I'm trying to figure out things that I can add to that corner to kind of spruce it up a little bit, to give it some life, and just give it something, because right now it is just devoid of anything. So I plan on using that, and then perhaps those two pieces that I showed you in my last video that I plan on making a lantern out of. So between the lantern and this piece and then some others, I'm hoping it's going to come together, and I'll show it to you once it's finished. I also picked up this little cutie for myself. He needs just a little bit of work. You can see his ear, or his horns, I guess. His antlers are a little wonky, but I'm nothing that some hot glue can't fix. But I thought he was just adorable, very rustic looking, as you can see. So I will be fixing him up and putting him away for winter and Christmas for this year. And I actually could still use him for winter decor this year as soon as I fix up those antlers. Another thing I purchased for me. Oh, there's stuff inside here. Let me take this out. I'll show you these. But it's a box shaped like a book, and I thought this might look really cool as kind of a riser, probably painted, but I thought it would look really nice with the drawer open like this, and I'm not sure what yet coming out of it, but something kind of spilling out of it, and then using it as a riser and putting things on top of this too. Maybe even on that wooden piece. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure how everything is going to kind of come together. but picked that up for myself. Picked these up also for myself. Oh, and everything that I'm showing you now, with the exception of the Pets Rock, was around $7 or $8. It was a really good day there. These are some vintage coasters, 1999, I think it says, and they're just all different birds. I thought these would be really, really pretty as just kind of some decor pieces, maybe scattered around on a tabletop or on a tray or something like that. But I really like these. Oh, there's a beautiful cardinal. So I like those. I'm going to put those into my spring and summer decor somehow. Let's see, picked up another roll of ribbon. Always get that when I can for packaging. Let me see here. This, I think, is amazing. Look at this topiary. I mean, this topiary alone, I can't imagine, and it's quite heavy. I can't imagine this going for any less than $15 in a retail store. And it's a little chippy, you can see, but that's not a problem, because if I paint it, it's not going to be a problem. If I decide not to paint it and leave it as it is, that's an easy, easy touch-up. But I'm going to be using that in my family room somewhere. I'm just not sure where yet. I was super happy to find that. Let me put this on the floor. Hold on. Okay. Okay, I got these for a project. So these petals here sort of reminded me of wings. So let me show you where I'm going with this. I picked up some old measuring spoons, and I'm thinking about somehow fashioning and making bugs out of these. So this would be his body, and then somehow, well, it'll be easy to pull these off of here, petals off of here, but fashioning wings out of it. See, so there would be wings. You got to use your imagination on this one. Wings, and then some kind of little bead or something for his head. And then I'm thinking about making them into the pot sitters that, you know, they hang on the outside of your pots to kind of keep your plants company, and fashioning out some little legs that will, you know, go like this. So then they will hook on the outside of the pots. I don't know. We'll see if it works. But I got that and a couple other pieces to try and make some bugs. Got this larger one here, and then this serving, it's not a spoon, serving knife, I'm going to call it, because it's just eluding me right now. The problem is I don't know, I'm assuming a hacksaw might cut this off. That's probably going to be the hardest part about this one, is cutting this off and making this shorter. But this would be the body of the bug, and then the leaves, or sorry, his wings, the leaves would be on the outside, those petals from the flower. We'll see how it comes out. Let me see. So that's for myself. Also, for myself, I found 2 of these corbels. Now, you might think that these are super, super heavy, and I thought so too until I picked them up. They're actually styrofoam and hollowed out. How cool is that? Look, they look very much like wood. I mean, they fooled me completely until I picked them up. I was happy to find one, and then, don't you know, I found a second one. So I think these on, you know, on a bookshelf, on the end of a bookshelf or something, would be a really, really cool piece. So I was pretty happy to get those. And these I'm actually not going to paint. I think I'm going to leave these the brown wood that they tone that they are. This picked up for myself. This is an older, maybe vintage rolling pin. You can see that the red is worn off here, which I think just makes it so cool. Has a sticker on it. So I'm not sure if that was from when it was, no one would have left that on from purchase. I will bet you that it was in another thrift store and didn't sell, and that was their stamp, their kind of stamp on it, so that they could scan the barcode. But I really liked this. I like the chippy wood handles on it. Now I may keep it as it is, or I may end up trying to find a place to set it down, or I may end up using it in a craft somehow. I'm really not sure, but I liked the red chippy handle, so that's the reason that I picked it up. Let me see. Also for myself. Okay. Before I found the flowers that I thought I could use as the wings for my bugs, I picked up this little box because I was thinking that if I glued these pieces all together on the underside and then cut them out in a wing shape, that would make a pretty interesting looking wing. So we'll see. I mean, you know, I paid pennies for this little box. So if it doesn't work out, it's not going to be a total loss, but we'll see how that works. Oh my gosh, my rolling pin almost rolled off right on the floor. Oh, these little cuties, I couldn't leave behind. And I'm going to use these in my tiered tray when I do it up for spring and summer. I just think they are so adorable. I love pigs. I absolutely love them. They are salt and pepper shakers. I found one, and then I just kept my fingers crossed that I would find the other one. And lo and behold, he wasn't too far away from his friend. So they obviously came home with me. Let me see. Trying to pick out the stuff that I'm keeping for myself. Oh, another roll of ribbon. What else do I have? There's the other corbel. Again, running out of room. Now, these I picked up initially with the hopes that there were 52 cards in it and I could sell them, resell them. They are made in Hong Kong. Jumbo playing cards from Las Vegas. How cool is this? I don't see a date anywhere on them. Now I counted them up in the store and I believe there were 50 of them. So it was missing 2. I looked in the bins. I could not find the other 2. And perhaps I'm hoping I miscounted, so I will count them over again. And if these do have all 52 cards, I am going to end up trying to resell these. I have no idea what kind of value they have, actually, if any, but I thought they were really cool. Look at that image of the Joker back there. Really, really cool. And there's, shows you what the cards themselves look like. And if there are not 52 of them here, I think I'm going to use them as package toppers for my sales. I think that would be kind of a quirky little package topper. So we have those. And one more thing that I picked up for myself, and that is this clock. I don't know if it works. I didn't get it for the clock itself. It actually has a glass front on it, and I believe the back of it, I saw somewhere. Oh, yeah, it has a little stamp on the bottom of it. So the clock was made in Italy. This is probably brass, I'm guessing. Sadly, though, it was missing, see this little peg right here and the little foot? It was missing the one right here. However, I was lucky enough, wait till you see what I found. Look at these. I found these little pieces, which I thought resembled that piece. Look at that, pretty closely. So what I think I'm going to do with this is going to be a project. I think I am going to remove all of these pieces, take the bottom off of it. Maybe I could fashion some feet out of this too. So do I have 8 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I only got 5 of these, so that won't work. But somehow I'm going to use these to replace these here. And then I'm going to do a little scene inside of this. I have done a couple of them before on my channel, little winter scenes. And that was a while back. I haven't done one of those in quite a long time. But I'd like to do something a little more springy, summery, if I could find some little figurines to go inside of it. So I've got a lot of upcoming projects that I want to get done. Oh, I have one more piece that I did pick up for myself. This I want to use in that corner of the family room that I said was kind of barren. So look at this wonderful wine crate, all wood. Absolutely love it. And I will probably use that standing up so that it'll get some height in that corner there. I'm going to leave it as it is. I'm not going to paint it or anything. I like it just the way that it is. So that's everything that I picked up for myself. Then I got a few things for resale. And the first are these aluminum cups. I remember these from when I was a kid. My parents had them. I distinctly remember there were cubbies underneath of the stairs that went down from our kitchen into our basement. And I remember these being inside of that cubby. I think my parents were a little bit larger and they may have had like ribs in them. These are just a nice satin finish. And they're made from or by Bascal, B-A-S-C-A-L, if you can make that out. So there are two of these pretty kind of light green colors and then a darker green and a red. And they're actually in really good condition. I mean, there's a little bit of wear, as you can see on the red one, but the others, yeah, the others are in really good condition. And I would bet the wear on that red is just because of you know, being old and the finish coming off a little bit. I thought those were pretty cool. And then this I found in one of the clothing bins. Beautiful piece. What? It's got some stuff on it here. Beautiful, beautiful piece of needlepoint. Look at that. And I believe the gentleman said it had been in a frame, and I don't know what happened to the frame, but they decided to take it out. And then he was so kind to me. He said, if you ever see something in a frame and you want the piece, but you don't want the frame, he said to just let him know. He would be happy to take it out of the frame and just sell me the piece. I thought that was really nice of them. So that's a really pretty piece of needlepoint, I thought. I put that right there. And then I found two of these pluggable fragrance warmers. This is, let me turn around so you can kind of see them. There's Santa in there. You can see him a little bit. Oh, there's his picture right there when he's all plugged in. I got two of these. You know, at the bins, you don't pay a lot for them. And I found these when I was there shopping. I went ahead and looked them up, and they were going up for about $15 for this. I mean, it's not a Scentsy or anything. It's just a generic one. By Candle Warmers is the maker of it. But I guess Santa's pretty popular. So we'll see what happens with that. Then the next thing I got is this very interesting, I don't know if it's a print or a lithograph or what it is. And there's the signature down there. And I tried to look it up when I was shopping. And funny thing is that when I tried to look it up by Massero, there was some woman that kept popping up on eBay, these signed posters and stuff like that. It's not the same thing. I just thought it was very interesting. So I want to do a little bit of research on this. And as you can see it's a bit older because they nailed the picture into the frame. Well, we'll see what I can find out on that. And then the last thing I found was a piece of sterling silver. Was so excited to find this. It was funny, it wasn't in the bins or anything. Some of the things, for some reason, they're pulling out of the bins and they're lining up along the wall and such. And this was sitting on top of this just little glass piece. And I just picked it up out of curiosity, turned it over, and sure enough, don't know if you're going to be able to make it out, but right there it does say sterling. So I was very happy about that. So, that is everything from the haul. I think I'm going to cut this video short now because we're running into 18 minutes already. And if you've been with me for a while, you know that I don't like to make my videos too long because I know you guys have other things to do. So I'm going to save the scrap exchange haul for another video. Hopefully I'll do that early or later this week, either Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, something like that. So my favorite thing that I picked up from this haul, it's going to be a toss-up, and I'm sorry I can't pick this up. It's a toss-up between this wine crate and that very first piece that I showed you, that little wooden kind of bench-looking thing. It's a tie between those two things. So if you would, go ahead and leave a comment down below and let everyone know what your favorite find was from this week. So with all of that said, I wanted to let you know about my mirror. Again, so many of you have written me, emailed me, and made comments in videos asking how she's doing and everything. And I had to let Mir go on Friday. The tumor that was growing on her neck was growing at just an amazingly quick rate. And I took her in because the dressing was icky. I'll just say that. And I tried to change it myself, and it was stuck to her wound. I I took her into the emergency vet, and they did change it, but instead of calling me, the vet came out to my truck, and she told me that the tumor had grown, and it had only been 4 days since she had seen her last. It had grown that quickly, and she thought that perhaps the drainage was not from an infection which we were trying to treat, but rather from the tumor itself. And I asked her if she thought it was time, and she said she thought she would be good for a couple of days, take her home and love her and spoil her. So that's just what I did. Took her home. She had tuna for breakfast and dinners and special dinners on top of that, and fell asleep purring like crazy on top of me. But Friday morning I took her in, and it was very peaceful. It was very calm, and she passed in my arms. And I told her that we were not saying goodbye, that we were saying, I'll see you later, because we will see each other again. I gave her kisses and hugs for all of for babies that I've lost previous to Mir. So I know that she's up there now, and she's happy, and that stupid tumor is gone, and she's fat, and she's laying in the sunshine. But I want to end the video on a happy note. I want to share with you my Mir purring. She had the loudest purr of any cat I've ever known. So this is my Mir sleeping on my belly one night. Thank you all again for all of your love and your prayers for her. It means more to me than you know. I'll see you in my next video, everyone. Bye.